Hi everyone, welcome to our virtual culinary arts class. Just like in our live classroom, before starting our virtual class, let's go over a few lessons and see how much you remember. What's the first rule in cooking? Wash your hands. What's our secret ingredient? Love. What's one goal we try to meet in every class? Make new mistakes. What's the best part of culinary arts class besides tasting the food? Have fun while learning. Today's culinary lesson takes us to Greece. Before we start our recipe, let's take a peek at the beautiful Greek Isle of Mykonos, where the recipe for Mosaiko originated. An impression of paradise in the Mediterranean Sea, the Greek islands beckon visitors with sun-kissed scenery and a balmy Mediterranean climate. Serene stretches of calm blue water surround the islands, which are dotted with quaint fishing ports and historic villages. Another interesting fact about Greece is that they follow the Mediterranean diet, which is quite different from the American food pyramid we are used to following. Can you spot some of the differences? Now for today's recipe challenge, a no-bake Greek dessert called Mosaiko. Our junior chefs are Quincy, Chris, and Scotty. Our head chef in charge is Michael Filippo. Here we have a list of the ingredients you will need on the left. Please note that we did not want to use raw eggs as a safety precaution. Instead, we substituted by adding more butter per the no egg directions. This was a fun recipe to follow, and everyone got involved in mixing, melting, and putting it all together. One important note was that the chocolate mixture should coat the butter cookies without a lot of extra moisture in the mixture. This is so that the batter can set correctly, because remember, this is a no-bake recipe, which means there is no actual cooking involved. The directions also said it was really important that the batter be mixed well, and if necessary, add more broken butter cookies to thicken the batter. I kept asking Michael, do you think the batter is thick enough? Should we add more cookies or more cocoa? Each time we added just a pinch more cocoa and a few pieces of cookie, until Michael looked up at me and said, um, Miss Maite, I think it's thick enough now. We broke the spoon. And that's the moment we lost it. Remember that part about having fun in class? Well, this was it.
Okay. Okay. All right. Let's focus. Let's focus, people. Okay. Okay.
Now let's continue with our instructions. Pour the batter onto parchment paper and spread evenly and thick so it could form into a log. Fold the parchment paper over the top of the batter to seal. It should look like a giant sausage when you're done. Then place it in the freezer for 4 hours until firm. Slice and serve your dessert or put slices on a serving platter and let them dry out in the refrigerator overnight. Make sure to keep it refrigerated. It's all in the details. In true Marian Center style, we always try to add a personal touch in all our clients' creations. Sometimes it's a twist in the recipe, sometimes it's details in the plating or design. This is what makes it their own. As many of you know, Mike Filippo is of Greek descendants. This means his ancestors were born in Greece. We looked up the origin of his last name and discovered that the name Filippo is derived from the word Philippos, a compound made of two elements, philein, meaning to love, and ipos, a horse. Hence his last name means lover of horses. We decided to decorate the top of the dessert with a chocolate horse. We found a beautiful food-grade mold and added some edible gold shimmer to make the piece stand out. We proudly present Mosaiko. We tried two different kinds of styles of presenting this dessert. The first one was the traditional sliced piece from the log, which displays the mosaic-like design pattern this dessert was named for, Mosaiko. The second version is covered in decadent milk chocolate frosting, and the design is a surprise when you bite into it. Which design is your favorite? This concludes our class for today. Remember, you can text or email your great ideas to me anytime. Tell me what you'd like to see on our virtual classroom videos. Open up those beautiful minds. I miss you all so much. Cannot wait to see you again. Here's a fun activity for you. Can you match the pictures with the name of each utensil or object?